welcome everyone. Tonight's special meeting for January 30th, 2024 is called to order. The agenda for this work session is posted on the PPS website under board and meeting tabs. This meeting is being streamed live on PPS TV service website and on channel 28 and will be replayed throughout the next 2 weeks. Please check the district website for replay times. The purpose of tonight's meeting is to approve a resolution which directs staff to negotiate a contract with the firm to act as the search firm for the superintendent position. We did this. We started last month. We started the information for requests, informal requests for proposals for the search firm. We reviewed them. 3 board members and 1 district staff worked with the procurement team to evaluate proposals. We sent 3 to the full board. After everything was tabulated, it was Ray and Associates, Human Capital Enterprises, and Alma Advisor Group that came before the full board for interview. We interviewed all 3 firms, and then we scored each firm, sent our scores to the procurement department, and then after all were received, the final scores were tabulated in accordance with the IRFP, and the highest ranking firm was selected. That firm was Human Capital Enterprises. I want to make sure we thank all the firms who submitted proposals, who took the time not only to write the proposal, but also took time for the interviews, even though some of them was real late. We had 3 strong finalists in our group. Any one of them would have done us a great job. So I want to ask for a motion and a second to adopt Resolution 6832, resolution to negotiate a contract with Human Capital Enterprises to act as the superintendent search firm.
So moved.
Second.
Julia Edwards moved, and who second?
I seconded.
Okay.
I think Andrew did too.
All right. Director DePass seconds. Any board discussion?
I just wanted to, I'm going to be thrilled to work with Human Capital Enterprises. They did a really good job during the presentation the other night, and we know it was late. I also just wanted to say that I'd love some guidance from the district on how we can use these opportunities through informal contracting to put our money where our values are in terms of hiring. We had a candidate within the pool that was a woman-owned and minority-owned search firm, and they would have done a great job for us probably also. I've never worked with them, but I'd love to get some guidance on how we can use these informal contracts to contract in the minority, women, and service-disabled veteran community. And then the second thing I just wanted to say was the lateness of the interviews. I appreciate the candidates that all came out, or the search firms rather, and I hope that we, in the future when we're interviewing superintendent candidates, that we can do it during hours that aren't don't put a burden on them or on our staff as much. Thank you.
Great. Noted. Any other questions, comments, thoughts, discussions?
I want to thank the staff that helped us through this process. I think we got to a good outcome. I'm excited to work with all my fellow board members on and with Human Capital Enterprises on finding the next leader for PPS. I want to also thank the staff for helping us through the process.
Great. Anyone else? All right, here are no other discussions. We will go to the vote. The board will now vote on Resolution 6832 to negotiate a contract with Human Capital Enterprises to act as a superintendent search firm. All in favor, please indicate by saying yes.
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 All right. All opposed? Student Director Silverstein, please indicate your vote.
Yes.
All right. Are there any abstentions? Don't think I heard any. All right. Resolution 6832 is approved by a vote of 7-0, with Student Director Silverstein unofficially voting yes. All right. So just wanted to give a heads up. I sent kind of the next steps in working with the search firm. We're gonna have like 3 people. I'm gonna be the contact with the search firm, and I'm gonna talk with them to see what kind of set up the process moving forward, and then we kind of go from there once I get in contact with them, and we're going from there. I am going to recommend that we have a subcommittee for the superintendent search. I sent out my thoughts. I got some feedback from a couple board members, so we're going to take those into consideration and move forward that way. And I have a lot more information once I meet with the search firm and kind of go over, the whole process, how the process is going to go. And then once we do that, we will meet again, and then we can kind of go over their recommendations. We can kind of go over what we're looking at, and then forge ahead. Any questions, comments, or thoughts?
I have a question about the subcommittee. So is that a subcommittee that interfaces with the search firm?
Correct.
Okay, so isn't that? I mean, I think that's something that all of us. I definitely know I would like to be involved, but I don't want my involvement to preclude other people from being involved. If we're going to do a subcommittee, how would we decide who's on that subcommittee?
Well, I just went ahead and I sent that out earlier, so for people to have feedback. I was going to select 3 people. It's going to be myself, Director Scott, Director Green as the contact people for the search firm. And then once again, we're going to talk with the search firm, see the process, and try to go, with some best practices that we've heard from other folks have done this, and then just kind of move over in that direction. The issue with trying to have all 7 people working with the search firm all the time is trying to get everybody's schedules, together to work with them. They probably got to do some stuff during the day. People work, people got other obligations, and it just makes it a more efficient manner to do that. And so, in consultation with the search firm, I'll talk with them, and then we'll come back and have a further conversation moving forward. I see Student Director Silverstein, and then I see Director Bermetwitz.
Director Bermetwitz can go first. They have their hand raised first.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Frankie. I know I already weighed in once you had sent that out, Gary. One of the things that I feel very strongly about is, I think you initially had proposed that only the small group would interview and bring forward a group of candidates. And based on my past experience, and I think to bring all of the collective wisdom and expertise from the board, which we all bring something very different, that we should all get that first look at the candidates. I know from my experience, just in whether it's superintendents or hiring a university president, that hearing the discussion among the other board members about, what you see as a strength in a candidate, or maybe a weakness, or some experience you've had either with the district or someplace they've been, that it's really informative. And people that may not make your tier, an individual board member's tier 1 can be somebody else's perspective or knowledge, or their take on a candidate's background can really influence what that pool looks like. So I would encourage finding ways for all the board members to be part of the vetting when it gets to the board level, not just in the final phase. It also is helpful, I think, to the ultimate person that we hire, for them to have had interactions with all the board members. So just my perspective on our next steps at least when we get to the candidates.
Gotcha. Student Director Silverstein.
I was wondering when you sent this communication.
Oh, I will resend it to you. I thought I sent it out to you. I'll make sure I resend it again.
Yeah.
Well,
And
Thank
I think
you.
you must have sent it after I stopped looking at PPS email for the day. So it's probably in my inbox. I'll check it
yeah.
out.
Well, I see it. Well, Michelle, you responded to it, so yours was one of the response. So I know you've seen it.
It's got
I thought that.
ago.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
No worries. Director Sullivan.
Yeah, I don't think I saw it either. And I also agree with Director Brem Edwards about trying to have all of us look at the candidates.
Gotcha.
I would say the same.
I would resend it. But going from some of the experiences of other boards who have done this before, going through, 20 candidates with 7 people talking in public about what do you do and don't like about them. A lot of times it's really limited to what people would really say and how honest they would be. One of the things about having the search firm is a lot of the stuff that we have far as profiles for superintendents is really the search firm's job to weed through a lot of those candidates to bring us, if we give them a great description, a great profile of what we want, we should not have to go through 20 or 30 resumes, because that's their job, is to help us weed through those things. And this is some of the things that I have from some of the coaching that I've been getting as far as this goes, from folks that's in California who, did those search firms for the big ones, like LA Unified, talking to that board, the board down in Florida. So, and it also, this would be in a consultation with the search firm as well. It for me, and I'll be honest, I'm not going to go through 30 or 40 applications when we are hiring a search firm to help us narrow that stuff down. That's just redundant. If that's the case, then we don't need a search firm. If we have a search firm and we're giving them, which is everybody will be included on the everybody will be included on the profile, what we're looking for, what characteristics we're looking for, and we're going to give all that information to the search firm. From what I've been hearing, the best thing is let the first search firm do their job and recommend things with us. And so that's just kind of where I'm at. I hear everybody's concern, and once I talk with the search firm, I will come back and we'll try to see if we got some kind of plan moving forward.
Okay, I think that's great. Yeah, that they will do their job, but then once they do their job, I would like, and I think I'm hearing other people say they'd like to also be, we like to do our job. This is like one of the most important functions we do as a board, besides, adopting a budget. So
no, everybody's going to be included. There's not going to exclude anyone. So if you read what I sent out, everybody is going to be included. This is not to exclude anyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Director Sullivan?
Michelle pretty much said what I was going to say.
Okay. All right. And so once I talk, I will talk with the search firm. At the initial meeting, I'm gonna try to have me, Director Scott, Director Green, meet with the search firms, and really take their direction and give them our thoughts, and then we'll come back to the board with hopefully a plan of moving forward. All right. Any other questions, thoughts, comments? All right. Well, hearing no other questions or comments, next meeting, I think we have, and we're going to play it by ear on the special sessions that we have. I want to talk with the search firm. My goal is to talk with them this week. And so just be on the lookout. We might have a special meeting next week, or we might not, just depending on what information that we would have to get back, unless something in regards to the superintendent search comes up. But just we're gonna kind of play that by ear. We're gonna have it on your calendar, but we'll let you know if we need to use it or not.
Great.
All right. All right. No other questions, comments, thoughts, concerns? Meeting adjourned. Thank you, guys.